Welcome back, everyone. My name is Tony Ferretti, and I am talking about difficult people today. Difficult people in your life, in my life. We've all encountered difficult people, maybe in the workplace, maybe at home, in our families, or maybe with our friends. Difficult people are all around us. The question is, why are they so difficult? Why are people so difficult? Were they just born that way? Were they born to be difficult? Well, some might say, yeah, absolutely. But probably there's some other things that contribute to their being a difficult person. For some, it's unresolved issues. Maybe there was hurt or anger or trauma, maybe abuse, but a lot of people that are difficult have some unresolved issues that they haven't been able to let go of, that they haven't been able to work through. And sometimes they're triggered by different things that happen in their life today. For some people, it's attention. They're being difficult because they like attention. Even if it's negative attention, they'll take it. Or maybe in some cases, the person likes control, and being difficult gives them some power or some control. There could be a multitude of reasons. Maybe it's a self-protection mechanism. It's their way of keeping people at arm's length. But the question is, how do you deal with the difficult people around you? Because some of us make the mistake of getting in an argument or being very defensive around difficult people, maybe trying to justify our position or blame them, and we just butt heads. It just goes nowhere, and really that doesn't work. Maybe we pass judgment about the negative person, or maybe we're in denial and we just completely avoid the negative person and the difficult individual. Maybe we just shut them out of our lives completely, and that's really not a good approach either. Maybe we pass judgment and maybe we label that difficult person in a way that's really not fair or not appropriate. So let me give you some solutions, some ways of approaching difficult people. The first thing is to be able to listen instead of defend or justify. Listen to what they have to say. Maybe you say to them, listen, I want to hear your perspective. Let's make it time limited, but I want to hear what you have to say. A lot of these individuals feel like they haven't been heard. So listening to them without judgment and without interrupting can really be helpful. Also, validate them. And what I mean by that is validate their position or maybe their emotion, their frustration, their anger. Validate. It doesn't mean that you necessarily agree with where they're coming from, but validating is acknowledging and accepting kind of where they're at. It also helps if you can find some point of agreement, some area that they're expressing that you can agree with, that you can identify with or relate to. And it also is very beneficial if you can acknowledge their pain, if you can acknowledge their struggles. And maybe you're part of it. Maybe you need to accept some ownership and some responsibility. Maybe you need to apologize because maybe something that they're struggling with directly relates to you. And the last thing that I would recommend in dealing with difficult people is to be able to let go of the conflict, of the pain, of the negative emotions that maybe you experience in relation to that person. Provide some grace, provide some forgiveness. We're often very judgmental at times, and we're often very hard on people and ourselves. So be able to forgive and be able to let go so that you don't hang on to the negative emotions that person might produce in you. try to respect and appreciate where that person may be coming from. It'll make life easier for you and for the people around you. Until next time, Dr. Tony Ferretti, signing off.